What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here with Bill. So when we did the mat video, I had asked Bill, he had got a brand new 2021 as well, and he kind of didn't want to do the video. Some people just aren't comfortable on camera. It's okay. But then he texted me the other day. I was like, hey, can we make a video? So we got a different sled out here, especially with all the new 2022 models coming out. So even though mine's still a 2021 or a 2020, you got the review on that, and then you got Matt's 2021, and then we'll have Bill's. This is a Ski-Doo 600r ETEC MXZ.
X package.
MXZX, is that still how they say them?
Yeah.
And it's an X package. So I'm gonna kind of turn this over to Bill, but before we do that, guys, crush that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm uploading new videos. In the comments below, ask questions. I told Bill to kind of troll him if you have any questions about his sled, and towards the end of the video, we'll get his what you should buy in 2022 if you're interested in the sled. So without further ado, so real quick, he had it 2019 and then immediately upgraded when this Lava Red came out, and then that's going to be the first question we're going to ask him. Why he switched so fast?
Basically, the 2019 that I had was a great sled. It was a 600R. I'm a big 600R fan. It's a great motor. And I don't feed into the 850 egos of all my buddies. They like the big 850s. A 600 is more than capable of doing anything they can do. Anyways, I stepped into it 2021. About 1 year ago today, I ordered this sled. I received it in December and put 1,207 miles on it this season alone. And the difference between this sled and my 2019 is the new RazX suspension, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a world of difference. The suspension on this is unbelievable. Just point, shoot, goes where you want it to go, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I tend to lately. I've been getting new sleds every 2 years, and that's what my plan is. So every 2 years, I'll get a new 600R X package sled, and I decorate it out with my own creature comforts.
So since you have comments about the 850s, and so for a guy who doesn't want to spend the money on the 850 XRS, what's the perks of having this X package?
So my opinion on the difference between a 600 and an 850 is the 600 is cheaper. The cost of the machine is $3,000 to $4,000 difference between an 850 same sled, 850X or an 850 or a 600X. Same sled is probably $4,000 difference just in sled alone. And then you got your maintenance. The belts are double the cost. To me, they burn more oil. They use a lot more fuel. And I don't see the economical benefit to own an 850 when I got a 600R that can do everything that an 850 can do. So that's why I buy 600. Up until 80 miles an hour, a 600R is going to be right there with an 850. After that, that's a whole different story. This is a good 100-mile-an-hour snowmobile if it need be. That's totally up to the rider. I haven't seen it yet. 99 is the fastest I've gone on it, and that's been on a frozen lake. But overall, it's a good trail sled, and I highly recommend it to anybody. Cost-wise, it's cheap, and it's fun.
All right, so you customize your own sled. Walk us through it. What you did to make it for Bill.
Well, back in the old days, when my customization of snowmobiles used to be pretty extreme, I made them all fancy and sharp looking and fast and everything else. Now I'm older, I don't really care about that. So now it's more about creature comfort. I like my mirrors. I like the higher windshield. Always gotta have.
I want to stop you at the mirrors for a minute because me and Matt discussed this, and you still use the wrist mirror.
Still use the wrist mirror. I rely on all the mirrors. Whatever's going to work for that day. typically I'll do the wrist mirror and I'll have my left side up most of the time. And it seems to help out. I like to know who's behind me and what's going on. And so I got the mirrors. I got the higher windshield, and I don't like the air on my chest.
Yeah, me neither.
I always go with the hand guard, the hand muffs. I don't like cold hands, no matter how hot you want to get your hand guard.
He's turned out a bunch of our friends because a bunch of them have them on their handlebars now.
They used to give me crap. Oh, you're the old man. Well, you gotta wear muffs for. You're such a baby. This year we went on one trip to Long Lake. It was kind of cold that weekend. Every one of them, I had to find them hand muffs all over the place. Even my kid, 26 years old, he had to have a pair of hand muffs. So they all got them. Now they don't bust my balls no more. So.
One customization I've always liked, and ever since I've been riding with Bill, he's had it. The Billet Gas Caps. It's not the same one, is it? The same one every single time?
I switch it to every sled.
So that's got to be about 16 years old then, 15.
That came off my 06 Rev, one on my 19, one on my 21, and it's going to continue to move on. So.
Oh, he also has the little... little Skidooby.
Every sled that I have, I put the bee on there. I mounted him on so he gets to enjoy the ride as much as I get to enjoy the ride.
Put that helmet on for
Nice little deal. It's a good little laugh. You're sitting there, a place to eat. Somebody sees the bee sitting there. They want to know what that's all about. Got to have a ride. He's my co-pilot. So I tend to deck it out a little bit. I like the bags with some stuff in there. Keep the tools and gloves, whatever. It's probably overkill, but it works pretty good. The one thing I do rely on a lot is the GPS. Mount it right to my handlebar. And once it goes up here, loaded with a map of the Tug Hill region, whole New York State, and you pretty much ask where you want to go, and it'll tell you. There's the trail, there's C5, the Purple Pals, camp that I reside at. Yeah, that's where we're sitting there right now.
Focus. So I was just trying to show you guys how he has it mounted in there and stuff, and
nice little feature. It's not 100% accurate most of the time. The map's not completely updated, but you can get them updated. And this is an older map, and it tends to get me around the hill and get me out of some problems once in a while. So it's nice to have a little security blanket.
I feel like as long as you could get to an intersection.
Yeah, you ride the hill enough, you know your way around, but you still want to. Nice to have that confidence.
All right, guys, so if there's anything that we missed, please in the comments below let us know. And I guess to go along with the review, my final question would be, for somebody who's going out to buy a snowmobile, whether it's Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, or they're going to spring check it, what kind of advice would you give them about your snowmobile?
I would go 600X with the 1.5-inch track. And it's a great combination. It rails on the trail. I think you'd be very happy overall with the performance and the fuel economy and everything else. It's a great sled.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous about the fuel economy.
Skidoo really did their homework on this one. I really like the way it handles the most between my 19 that I used to have and this 21. There's a big difference. You can really tell the difference. You point that thing in a corner, goes.
And FYI, he didn't get rid of the 19 because he didn't like it. His son actually bought it off of him, so it's still in the family.
Every 2 years, get a new one. So, great sled.
So guys, we wanted to take a minute out of our day and really showcase this, especially with all the new ones coming out, and you got till I think like March 30th to place your orders, and you got all summer to find one. And our group of guys, we have every spectrum of like Skidoo for the most part. I think it stops at the XRS Renegades. We don't have any backcountries or like the big long treks like the 146s, but we all have a different, yeah.
Next year we should have 2 22s in the fleet. We got 2 guys that are talking about buying the 2022s. So hopefully we'll have a couple 2022s next year to look at and review and check them out.
And in a perfect world, one's going to be a 600, I think, and the other one's going to be an 850. So
yeah, right,
we're
exactly.
going to have a lot coming to you next year.
And we'll see what happens.
So guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. And look, we're Trailside. Got the Yeti behind us, Redfield Yeti, whatever you want to call them. I got some action shots today in my other video, so
live action.
Yeah.
Live action.
Got some front shots and then some rear shots. So we're gonna see what we got on there. And actually, I'm actually excited about the front shots. Yeah, the front action shots. Say that 5 times fast. The moguls were freaking terrible. So you really get to see the sled go to work on the trail and see how. And even with my video, on my dash or on my handlebars, you're going to get to see how steady the camera stayed even though there were so many moguls. So I'm looking forward to seeing that footage. So with that being said, guys, do me that favor and tell your grandmas, your grandpas, your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your frenemies, your enemies, anybody you know about the video. Bill, thank you so much for doing the video with us.
Like that Skidoo stuff and like that Klimware.
Yeah, that too. And like that crush button.
Definitely like that crush button. Crush it and like it.
Guys, peace out.
Mikey,
love you guys, and we will see you next time.
Definitely.